Good morning, dear students. Dear student, as you all are familiar that we are going through with our sixth chapter, which is main sector of Indian economy, agriculture. In this chapter, we already did our first topic, second, then third, then fifth, and in the last, we are doing our last topic, which is impact of agriculture practices on the ecosystem. In this topic, in our previous video, we discussed about meaning, components, and impact of agriculture practices on the ecosystem. Dear student, today we will do the last point from this topic, okay, which is measures to check the ecosystem. What are the different measures to check the ecosystem? Before starting this point, dear student, in our yesterday video about impact of agriculture practices, we discussed diversification. After that, we discussed about construction of dam, loss of habitat species, and then in the last we discussed about loss of topsoil. Okay, dear student, there is only one point left in that particular topic, which is indiscriminate use of fertilizers and pesticides. So let's start with this particular point only. Dear student, we all know that for a human being we need water, food, and other nutrition for our growth and survival. Okay, similarly, dear student, the crop also requires energy, basic food, and nutrition for their growth, and they get all these resources from the nature itself. Okay, like they got carbon dioxide, and they got water. Okay, they got nutrition from the soil. So all these different inorganic substances like nitrogen, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, sulfur, etc., as a nutrients are received from the soil only. But dear student, in some areas the soil are not sufficient, and the soil do not have these nutrition. Okay, so at that time the farmer uses chemical fertilizers so that they can provide all these nutrition like nitrogen, calcium, and potassium, phosphorus, etc., to the plant, so that their growth take place. By using these fertilizer, the growth is take place, or they may get the bumper production, but in a due course of time or in a long run the fertility of the land decreases and the land start to become unfertile. Okay, and by using of these chemical fertilizer, there are so many disadvantages also. Now what are those disadvantages? So we will discuss these advantages one after one. The first disadvantage is they contaminate surface and groundwater and cause waterborne disease. Okay, dear student. Second point, the quality of drinking water gets deteriorated. Okay, the drinking water which we receive from the ground like hand pump water, okay, the quality start deteriorating due to the disposal of fertilizer into land. The third point is the fertility of land gets reduces. Okay, and the fourth point is it reduces the proportion of organic matter in the soil, and in the last it disturbs the entire ecosystem of lakes, ponds, rivers, and underground water due to accumulation of chemical fertilizer in them and in soil. So dear student, all these 5 points are the disadvantages of using fertilizer. Now next, let's move to our next point, which is measures to check the ecosystem. Now what are the different measures by which you can check the ecosystem? Dear student, the ecosystem can checked from destruction through proper land use, minimize use of fertilizer and pesticides, and use indigenous agriculture techniques. So all these are different checks by which we can check the ecosystem. Now in India, many indigenous practices are being adopted to control and improve the quality of ecosystem. Dear student, the construction of ponds are being popular. Okay, now you know about the Manrega scheme. Okay, in Manrega scheme this work is done by the village people only, or the rural area people. Government started the construction of ponds, so that we know that the construction of pond is very useful from the agriculture point of view and from the other point of view also, because by that pond we can receive drinking water. By pond we can use it for the fishery purpose. Okay, or the pond is also used for to maintain the groundwater level of that particular area. So they okay, so the emphasis is being laid on social forestry to save tree instead of using low lying land for township. Okay, forestry is being adopted. Forests help restore the ecosystem. So these are the different methods, like construction of ponds, okay, like adopting forest, or like plantation drive. So all these are different methods for checking the ecosystem. Dear student, to check the ecosystem, sustainable agriculture is being encouraged. Okay, sustainable agriculture involves the management of resources for agriculture to satisfy the changing human needs while maintaining and improving the quality of ecosystem, and conserving natural resources. For sustainable agriculture, organic farming is being encouraged. So by the sustainable agriculture, we can not only save resources for our present generation, we can also save resources for our future generation. And with the use of sustainable agriculture, we can improve the quality of our ecosystem by using organic farming, by increasing sustainable agricultural cultural, okay, activities. So these are the checks of ecosystem. Our next point is organic farming. Dear student, you all are familiar by this particular term organic. It means something which is in an organic manner, okay, which is apart from the chemical, okay, which is made up of the natural nutrients, not with the help of chemicals. Dear student, under conventional agriculture, the use of pesticides has led to high level of chemical buildup in the environment, in soil, water, air, and even in our bodies. Similarly, chemical fertilizers affect the environment adversely in the long run. Okay, we all know about this. Thus, the path of conventional agriculture that we have chosen is unsustainable. Okay, organic farming is a natural way of farming. Note out this point, that organic farming is a natural way of farming which is environment friendly. It maintains long term fertility in the soil, and thus it is sustainable. Dear student, organic farming is a system. Okay, you can note down, organic farming is a system of farming that relies upon the use of organic inputs for cultivation. Okay, organic inputs basically includes animal manure and compost. Okay, so it focuses on maintaining soil health rather than plant health. So keep in mind, okay, so that farmers become a long period sustainable process. Okay, so by using organic farming, we not only save the soil health, we also promote the plant health also by providing them natural resources. Okay, dear student, so this is all about the organic farming. Now move to the last point, which is main features of organic farming. What are the main features of organic farming? Dear student, if you talk about the organic farming, there are so many main features of organic farming. Okay, so okay, now those features, if you talk about the main feature of organic farming, then organic farming is a sustainable farming system which maintain long term fertility of the soil through the use of on farm inputs. Okay, second point, animal dungs, crop residues, green manure, and biofertilizers are the major source of nutrients for organic farming. Okay, all these are the natural source of nutrients. Okay, dear student, now next point is it focuses on maintaining soil health rather than plant health. So the main focus is soil health, so that the soil is sustained for the long term. Okay, we can use soil, okay, we can use that particular land for too many years, so that we can provide a good health to the soil. Next, last point is it focuses on ecological, okay, it means environmental friendly principle as the basis for crop production. Okay, dear student, so all these are the main features of organic farming. Okay, dear student, so our chapter 6 is finished at this particular point. Okay, now we will do our 7th chapter in our next videos. till you have to complete all your work. Okay, short answers you already done short answer. Now your today's homework is you have to done long answer type questions. Okay, so complete this work. We have question 1, then question 2. Okay, there is 7 questions, but you have to do only 3-4 questions. Like question number 6 you have to do. Okay, question number 4 you have to do. Okay, dear student, so these 2 questions, question number 6, question number 7 and question number 1, so these 3 questions you have to done. That's it for today, student. Okay, take care, stay healthy, stay safe.